before we get to Embiid, because I think in the Sixers,
Yeah.
I want to get to this next series, in which the Knicks are heavily favored against the Pacers.
That's interesting, isn't it?
Let's do the winners, and then we'll do the losers, and then we'll do somebody that's acting like a loser. That's a little impromptu rundown. Okay.
Okay.
I don't want to. So you say it's interesting. It is that the Knicks are so heavily favored over the Pacers, given the Pacers' depth, given the way they play, the way they share the ball. But I'm already guilty of overlooking the Pacers. No disrespect, but we just talked about New York and Philly. I can't wait for New York and Boston. I can't wait. That's because I cannot wait for that. That dynamic is going to be something to behold.
You are overlooking Indiana.
I'm literally overlooking Indiana. So no disrespect.
Why? You tell me why. No, but that's disrespectful.
This is going to be a theme.
Don't say no disrespect.
This is going to be a theme. This is going to be a theme throughout this show. No disrespect, but let me disrespect Elliott and Indiana by saying, yeah, Knicks Celtics. Woo, that's going to be fun. 1 and 2 going to be fun. I think the Knicks, they got that look about them, dude. They got that, not of destiny, but of a deep run. I like their toughness. I think this could be a 7-game series. I like Indiana enough to think it's a 7-game series, which would belie somebody overlooking Indiana. It's a 7-game series. I could have so easily overlook Indiana. Those two things are incongruent.
Okay.
But I do like the Knicks' toughness, and I'm going with the best player on the floor. Apologies to Tyrese Halliburton. I'm going with Jalen Brunson. I'm riding this Jalen Brunson thing till the wheels fall off in the conference finals against the Celtics. Maybe. That's a conversation for a different day.
All right. Wow, I'm shocked. Okay, so I'm looking at the box score from last night. If you're wondering what I'm doing,
the Pacers box score.
I see the Sixers-Knicks box score, and I'm going to tell you what happened in that game. That's not going to happen against the Pacers. Tobias Harris played 30 minutes and didn't score.
Got cardio, yeah.
He played. Tobias Harris, who makes a lot of money. He makes a lot. He's got a big contract. He played $
39 million, yeah. Something like that.
He didn't score. What? Yeah. Dude, you didn't score? Okay, the Pacers are going to put so much pressure on the Tom Thibodeau ethic, the Tom Thibodeau brand, and they will
I'm
grind
sorry.
you.
Wait, let me interrupt you for a second with a question, because it's been a while since I've seen you. I haven't seen you since last week. Forgot what day it was. Maybe it was Wednesday. It sounds like you're qualifying this Knicks win that they beat the Sixers with some help from the officials. That's what it sounds like you're doing. Is that how you feel, or am I putting words in your mouth?
Now you're picking up something pretty good, though. You are. Yeah. So I think
almost they ain't beat nobody. They ain't seen nothing like what they about to see in Indiana. It sounds like what you're saying.
Well, they haven't, because what they had was a compromised Joel Embiid, and see, it was like I can take my cheap shot. I won't do it. It's so easy. It's too easy. Compromised Joel Embiid and officials who had a rough time. I was going to say compromised officials, but that's not fair.
Both ways. I mean. Compromise. Embiid should have been kicked out probably more than once.
Okay, here's a big difference. Their best player was hurt. Philadelphia's best player was hurt. Indiana's best player is. Indiana's best player is not hurt.
We're gonna come back to Philly because I got a problem with that statement. But go ahead.
But I'm not even tripping on Philly. I'm just saying the challenge as you go up. The challenge is there. It's harder. It's going to get harder against Indiana. So all the things, like, it'd be crazy for us to say, well, oh man, I can't wait. They got that look. They did that against Philly and step out of the way, Indiana. No, Indiana, I know.
Step over
They
Indiana.
beat a team. They beat a team that didn't have 2 of his best players, and we'll hear those excuses.
So wait a minute. So how are you going to sit up here and put an asterisk next to the Knicks beating the Sixers? I didn't put an asterisk. Context. Just context. You implied, or maybe I inferred, that you were putting an asterisk on the Knicks' victory with the compromise Joel Embiid and officials.
I don't mess with those asterisks. I don't mess with
That's
them.
what it sounded.
No.
That sounded an awful lot like an asterisk to me.
No, I don't do that.
But
I don't do that.
Okay, all right, cool.
But I'm just telling you that
Indiana's unstoppable because they just beat the Giannis and Dame-less
unstoppable. I didn't say that.
Bucks.
I'm telling you, they're worthy of more. They're worthy of more respect than you're giving them.
I gave them 7. I said Knicks in 7.
Stop. Yeah,
I said
you already said the series is over.
You want me to pick
Indiana can beat them. Let's just get to it.
Of course.
Indiana can.
Okay.
Indiana can eliminate the Knicks.
If I'm picking Knicks in 7, implied in that is that Indiana can beat them. Yes, they can. Yes, they can.
So really,
I don't think they will, and I'm already excited. What I'm saying, I think at the end of the day, the Knicks win. At the end of the series, the Knicks will emerge victorious.
That's
and I'm
disrespectful.
Look at that. What?
Look at that. No disrespect, but bring on Boston and New York. And thank you. This clip is gonna be circulating in the Pacers locker room. Rick Carlisle is gonna put this on before a team meeting and say, see what they're saying out there, see what these folks are doing. So yeah. I got you.
Who I'm really disrespecting? Who I'm really disrespecting is either Cleveland or Orlando. That's who I'm really disrespecting. Okay, because they're not going to beat Boston, Porzingis compromise or not. So I'm being clear. That's what I'm dismissing. I'm just saying I'm excited because we were talking about the Philly-New York dynamic. East Coast. Rival cities, rival sports towns. I'm saying, okay, we got New York, Boston on the horizon. Am I overlooking Indiana? Yes, but I could still acknowledge that it will be a competitive, close, maybe not 650 to 649, but competitive, close series. Another old school throwback series. Knicks Pacers.
Oh yeah.
Not like they got no history there, So
the Davis brothers. The Davis brothers, Reggie Miller, Mark Jackson, good stuff. Patrick.
So you got the Pacers. You said they can beat the Knicks. Will they beat the Knicks? Are you picking the Pacers?
I don't know who I'm going to pick yet. I don't know. I think it's a really competitive because there's some tough matchups. Obviously, we're going to be looking at Brunson, Halliburton, but
no, Indiana's depth is nothing to be. I mean, we know who they are. They
share
the ball.
Some of their secondary, they're very similar. As a matter of fact, I think where Indiana has an advantage over the Knicks, the Knicks going to really have to step up, and this is where they're going to miss Julius Randle, is trying to deal with Siakam. I mean, I don't know if New York has a great matchup for Siakam. So Siakam kind of has made Miles Turner like a better player too, because Miles Turner is more of like he's like a great perimeter player, but Siakam can do it all. I think that those two will be the key to the matchup because they can kind of play off of each other, and I think New York's going to have a hard time defensively. Those guys get in foul trouble, forget it. I just don't see them matching up with both of them, especially Pascal. That was a great pickup for Indiana.
All right. We could park that.
The role players are similar. I see a little Josh Hart and Aaron Nesmith, who's kind of found himself after being discarded by Boston. So I could see, they got some really interesting matchups. It's gonna be a great series. Hey, thank you for watching Brother from Another. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, go ahead and do that now. Don't forget you can catch us 3 to 4 weekdays on PeacockTV.com and on Sirius XM Channel 85.